I have seen new you for 3 or 2 years, and my first when I know anything about new you, but one day I saw dream. In my dream, I attack a lot of alien, and I defeat it with my energy. And now it called Ricky, and I defeat it with this energy and kill them. Um, Now, suddenly I see a man, Middle East man. He told me, why are you here? And steal it. You need to come with me. You need to come with me. And your energy is not good for this alien. And in the final, he kill you. So I accept and come and go with him. He told me, you need to be practice and learn another energy to can be defeat those creatures. And I, in my mind, I think he can teach me, and he be my master. Inside, and he told, I'm not your master. I'm very old friend and to you, and I came back. I come to protect you and gave from this and you need to go to another world. After we walked into each other, I saw very Chinese man, and my old friend. He told me he's your master and he teach you. He stand in front of me and see my hands, and the old Chinese told me, your hand is not ready to practice and study. You need be few years later. I teach you. Then and go with and continue with walking with my old friend. We arrive. It's very old houses. In this house, very a lot of those alien in there and do something like a killed human in the house. I see it and I told them, I am your king. Why are you attacked to me? And then the alien said, you are not anymore our king. You choose different way, and you are our enemies. After, when I was woke up, I speak with my friend and I told about my dream. He took some picture about some man and woman, and he told me, are you see this? Are you see these guys? Yes, I see. He person. He told me, I'm orphan. He's Rebazar Tarez and old Chinese. He's a Laotes, so and see doing an Eva in my dreams. He stand beside a tree when I was attacked the alien. It's my first dream about you.
Wow. Maybe Kevin, you've got a lot of experiences with aliens and such. You want to respond to that? Do you have any comments?
Well, I've just found as I've continued to go through my process, the more aware that I become, the more capable I seem to be on the real side. And Dwayne has often mentioned that protection and capability and the ability to defend oneself against characters and never-do-wells on the real side is automatic through the real intent, which is the real awareness. And of course, the real awareness, of course, oversees all of creation. And Dwayne also mentioned how, as you go on to the real side and you connect in with your real awareness, that you can pretty much download anything that you require, almost a little like the Matrix movie, where the woman in it, I can't remember her name now, Trinity, was able to instantly download information about how to pilot a helicopter, for example. So it's a little along those lines. As an example, there was an experience I shared a long time ago now, where I was attacked by an individual who reminded me very much of that Stephen King It character, the clown. And at the time, my group and I were completely defenceless against this character, and it abused us in all sorts of ways, which I won't mention here, and such. And as I said, I had no capability whatsoever, because that was one of my very earlier experiences, and yet, several months later, I would encounter the same character again, but this time, even though it was aware of me, standing there and watching him as it was abusing other individuals, it didn't attack me at all, because it knew that I was more aware and therefore had more capability and protection through my real awareness, and therefore left me well alone. So I think that was quite a good example of how, as you carry on through your process of awareness, you just become more and more capable on the real side, and you know exactly what to do. And the secret seems to be to always keep the personal self out of it as much as possible, because the personal self basically knows absolutely nothing other than information it has collated over its current lifetime. And so if you're on the real side and you're stepping too much into your personal self, if you're deciding to remove yourself from the nowness of your real awareness, and therefore stepping into your personal self, you will be just as limited and defenseless. And it's very easy to be for setups and situations on the real side to cause you to step into your personal self, particularly if you find yourself perhaps reacting emotionally to something that you see. And very often I found on some of my experiences that the dark forces know only too well that they are effectively powerless against you unless they can get you into your personal self. So very often they will set up some sort of primary situation, some initial situation in which that will be the case, and then into your personal self you will go if you agree to react through your emotional body generally, and that's the point then where they tend to try and get you. But just as readily as you slip into your personal self, you can just as easily recognise what's going on, and you can return just as swiftly to your real awareness by simply stepping back into the nowness of your being isness state, which again is your automatic protection. And going back a little bit to what they were saying before about the New You song, when I first came across the New You song, when I first started singing it, I felt a great reluctance within myself to do so, almost like a sort of a fear or a foreboding and I would put that down to knowing full well that to do so would have me stepping into the unknown, and also having me pretty much drawing attention of the dark forces, as they definitely do not want people to learn of this song and to sing it and to become more aware and extricate themselves from their controlling systems, and also to assist others in doing the same. So that was where that sort of subconscious fear was coming from, I think, with the initial singing of the New You song. And one of the things I found with the New You song as well is that before coming to the new presentation, I had tremendous lower back and hip pain, and I just assumed it was just some sort of debilitating situation that didn't seem to have any resolve, and so I was just putting up with it. But on singing the New You song for approximately after about 2 months or so, the pain completely dissipated. And so, and then having learned about tap lines and how the agreements that we make cause tap lines from the astral level by the reptilians, which culminate in pains which are predominantly felt in the back, because that's where they insert them. This was evidently what that was, and so that's I always speak of that as my testament to the power of the New You song, as it's not only the connection, but it does remove a lot of these tap lines, and you will find a lot of pains you may be suffering will be alleviated. So that's all I wanted to say on that anyway.